This is Nikhil. You're watching Deathless Entertainment. Behind the camera, we got Oily Eyes, aka Daniel Crumb, and today we got the motherfucking legend, Eddy Baker, underground legend, above the surface legend. How you feeling, Eddie?
Pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah? What have you been up to these days?
Just touring, working on music, basically. So, working on a lot of music, touring, nonstop. Like 4 tours last year, 5 tours last year.
Yeah, one of them, you guys hit a Rolling Loud, Sesh did, yeah?
Yeah. Seshhollowwaterboyz did Roll Loud in, was it Miami? I feel like Miami.
Yeah.
And the Bay, did we go to the Bay?
I think you guys, it was, maybe I'm wrong, but I remember Miami. I don't know if you guys went into the Bay.
I know we went to the Bay. Okay, yeah, Miami.
You've been doing like a lot of touring, you said. With Sesh and then also with young Cortex, who's also on the bill for the West Apocalypse tour. How did you meet Cortex?
We did music about like 5 years ago. Started like, he sent me beats and shit. And then when he moved to LA, we started kicking it sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And then we made our like, the music that we made like over like a 5-day period, you know what I'm saying? Just chilling, smoking weed.
So you guys just banged it out like right then and there?
Real quick.
And you guys have that really, really dope video by John Psycho as well.
Yeah.
It's the video for Want Me Dead.
Yeah.
That one's really sick. It's cool to see like you investing so much over your career into like, you know, the video side of things.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people don't really care. A lot of artists don't really care that much about their visuals. They'd rather make it like, you know, pop in for the meanwhile, but.
Yeah, no, I love like movies and shit. So like, I feel like your visual presence as an artist is so important. Cause that's what like people are gonna look back on you know what I'm saying? When you get older and stuff like that. They're gonna look at what you look like when you make those songs, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Like, your visual representation is so important. So yeah, I've been trying to get better, of course, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, visuals is like, that's my thing. Like I plan to make some dope shit this year.
Yeah, you're like a really big movie head. Have you seen any movies lately that you've like really liked?
Hell yeah, a lot. Let me see. Damn, something good. I like The Irishman.
Irishman was
good.
Solid movie.
I saw this movie Crazy Heart last year. It's an older movie, but I recently saw it. It's probably one of my favorites. I liked Star Was Born. That was a good movie. Bohemian Rhapsody. I can go on a lot of shit.
What'd you think about The Joker?
Oh, The Joker was a good movie. Pretty good.
You like that one?
Yeah. Pretty great movie. Yeah. Like it wasn't like better than like Batman movies, but it was a good movie though. Well, I can't think.
1917?
No, I want to see that too. I definitely want to see 1917. Like, that's definitely one of the movies I want to see.
Yeah, like hella good cinematography in that one.
Yeah, I heard. It's like, what's the other movie by Christopher Nolan? Dunkirk. It reminds me like of Dunkirk.
Yeah, that's the other like really big war movie.
Yeah. But I'm into movies, so I love movies. I want to start shooting movies and shit.
Yeah, so you were kind of telling me, it was either you or Mikey that was saying that you want to get into like kind of like short film, like with narratives.
Yeah, exactly. We want to start with short films, but eventually like make like whole movies, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's start out with short films, of course, yeah. We're working on a couple right now. We just shot like a music video, like it's kind of like a movie, you know? Me and my producer, Ed, you feel me? We like ended up making like some crazy shit. Me and him are like cops.
I think I saw the preview of that.
Yeah.
That's hella cool.
Yeah.
Would you ever see yourself getting into like the movie industry like
hell yeah.
full time?
Yeah. Before I was a rapper, I wanted to be a movie agent.
Really?
Yeah. I used to manage my friends like rapping and shit, but I really wanted to be a movie agent.
Yeah.
You have to be like a lawyer. You got to be a lawyer though. You got to pass the bar.
For movie agents.
You're negotiating big deals, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars.
There's a lot of money on the line, yeah.
A lot of money on the line. So
yeah, I feel like you could be really good at that just because you're so good at connecting the dots as it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I wanted to do it, 100%. But now though, I would definitely do movies though. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick if you could like star in it, direct it, write it, like all yourself. Like that would be like another level for like a rapper to like get to.
Yeah, I would want to like, my plan for the movies, I want to write them, and like I would always write me like a small character, you feel me? But write them around other people, you feel me?
Yeah.
But make myself like a small, like, insignificant character in there, you know what I'm saying? A little cameo.
Kind of like Tarantino does?
Yeah, exactly. More Woody Allen. I like Woody Allen. That's one of my favorite directors.
Oh, okay.
Even though he's fucking like controversial, it's still one of my favorite writers. Because he gets out a lot of content. You feel me? Like, he's always dropping shit. So I fuck with that. You feel me? One of my favorite. And he writes around the city, around New York.
Yeah.
Places that he knows, he writes his stories around those different shit. So.
Yeah, it's like heavily influenced by the surroundings. So you would pitch your idea for like an LA movie, I would
Exactly, yeah. That's where I live, yep. I'm from, like, maybe even go back to where I'm from too. Like, I'm from Ontario, California.
Right.
Which is like 30 minutes outside the city. So like, but it's like real like shitty desert town. Like, you feel me? Maybe even have like some stories. Because it's all people like relatable shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
People like shit they can relate to. So that's what I would. I like to do that.
Yeah, that would be really cool. So like you had like kind of a rough childhood. You went to Kentucky for a little bit, if that's correct?
I wouldn't say I had like a rough childhood. Like, I was just bad. Like,
you were getting into a lot of shit.
I was always in trouble. I went to military school 2 years. I went to, what else, shit. I was always just getting kicked out of schools and shit. I went to a lot of schools, like, probably over 11 schools, like, my whole life. So, like, I went to Kentucky when I was in 8th grade, and I came back in 10th grade to California.
So Kentucky was when you started your dope flipping career?
That's when I first started selling drugs when I was in Kentucky. Before, I started selling drugs when I was 14. But before, when I lived in California, like, I never was around, and my mom, like, you know what I'm saying, never really exposed me to drugs. I wasn't really in the streets. My dad got out of prison, kind of exposed me, like, to more, like, gang banging and stuff like that, because he's a blood. And when he moved to Kentucky and I moved with him, I was kind of, like, way more free. You know what I'm saying? I could do whatever I want. So it was like, and everybody out there was way more, like, in the streets, you feel me? Like, so that's when I got, like, I started selling crack when I was 14. That's the first drug I ever sold. Like, in Kentucky, it's just a big epidemic out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, the urban neighborhoods. Way different than California, you feel me? But, like, that was the thing out there. So that was, like, the first drug I ever experienced selling and stuff. So by the time I came back to California when I was, like, 16, I was already, like, so used to hardcore shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, weed and, like, all the party drugs and shit that was in California, it was, like, kind of easy for me, like, to fuck with that shit, you know? I have been around, like, cold killers and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when I was young, so. And then my dad was always, like, in the streets, you know? My dad's a gangster, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I always was around him growing up, you know?
So you feel like a lot of your early experiences definitely, like, molded you into, like, getting music somehow?
Of course, yeah. When I met Eddy Baker is like a metaphor for Edible Baker. So when
that was your first mixtape, right?
It was called The Bakery.
The Bakery.
Yeah. Edible Baker. When I was in high school, I used to sell edibles.
Okay.
Like, I sold weed and everything, but at one point, like in 11th grade, I started selling edibles. So I saw like a 50 Cent interview, and they were like, why'd you make your name 50 Cent? And I was like, he was like, 50 Cent's a metaphor for change. So he changed his life from a gangster, you know what I'm saying? So he talked about his past life. So I was like, what's a dope name for like being a weed dealer? You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, Edible Baker, Eddy Baker, you feel me? So like, yeah, definitely, like, everything I rap about is like shit that I've done, or shit that I do, or like shit that I will do, you know what I'm saying? I exaggerate little things, you feel me? But it's like, for the most part, it's all like basically true, you know?
Yeah, that's a really cool way to, like, you know, join the music industry almost, is like the path that you've taken. We were kind of talking about it off camera, but like, you have like one of these careers that you look back on and you're like, this guy has been like everywhere, like, and he's done everything, and you've done so many like different projects and touring, but really it was like 2013 is when you really started taking music seriously, right?
100%, yeah, 2013. Like, I had always been around music and shit. It was slow. I had always been around it, like, all my life, but like, when I started being around the boys more, I feel like that's what made me buckle down, you know what I'm saying? Like, after I left Raider Klan in 2012, I went to Atlanta for like maybe like 6 months, you feel me? Went out there to sell Molly and shit, 'cause shit was kind of slow, like, rap was kind of like whatever, like, that's when I wasn't making no money off music, you feel me? So like, I went out there and like trapped for a little bit, and the boys were like making music and shit, you know what I'm saying? They was like, come back and make music. So I was like, I went back to move with Elliot and like Bones and Wolf Chris, we were all living together and started doing music, you feel me? Like, started turning back up. Yeah,
so you feel like Sesh really did kind of ignite that part of you that wants to make music like all the time?
Yeah, like Seshhollowwaterboyz, all of us, like, just definitely, just being around artists, like, you're gonna, whoever you surround yourself with, that's gonna be your work ethic, you know what I'm saying? Like, you surround yourself around people that are working, you got no choice but to work, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So that's what it was, just being around other people that were taking it seriously. when I was by myself in Ontario growing up, like I didn't really have people that did music with me that much. You feel me? Like, and when I moved to when I first was coming to LA, I was really just kind of building like a social buzz. You know, that's why I know a lot of people because I was just everywhere, like always hanging out with people, going to parties, getting fucked up, fucking up parties. You know what I'm saying? Like just kind of building my name that way. But I never really buckled down on the music. So like, you know, when I surrounded myself around people that were doing music all the time, it was like, that's when it made me like kind of turn up, you know what I'm saying? Just like that. Like you don't want to be like the weakest link, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
Like,
so that pressure probably like adds a lot to like make you want to work harder.
Hell yeah.
And you kind of like, you are like a workhorse, I feel like, in anything you get plugged into, right? Like we were talking about like film and how you really want to get into more films and stuff like that. So like you coming out here to like, coming out to LA and like starting to network and all that, like you started, you know, building like a brand of yourself. And like, I think like Sesh probably took it to that level where like, you know, you were able to like really buckle down and work on music. A lot of people, for people that don't know this, you're the second Raider Clan member, like, as in like Space Ghost Perp like handpicked you almost to like be a part of Raider Clan, right? Can you talk about like how much life has changed since that's happened?
It was crazy, a lot. I was broke as hell. Skateboarding to everything. I was skateboarding and fucking. It's crazy. I just remember those days and shit. Like that was just crazy. A lot has changed. You feel me?
Yeah.
Just the different people I'm around now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even touring with all my boys now. Like thinking about like Raider Clan was such a big unit at one point. You feel me? And now like everybody's spread out. You know what I'm saying? Or like I'm with Bones and Chris and Wolf doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Other people doing this. It's crazy. I actually got beats with Perp though. Me and Perp, like he sent me like about 8-9 beats. You feel me? Like about a year ago. I just haven't really got to him yet though. But I'm gonna do like an EP with him. Or like I'm gonna do something with him. You know?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I was gonna ask you if you guys still talk at all.
We talked about. I seen him actually at Rolling Loud Miami.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, actually we ran into each other at Rolling Loud Miami. Yeah, we chopped it up for a little bit. Not that long. Not like no hour long talking out like that. But we chopped it up.
Was he was performing?
Yeah, he performed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't get to see him perform because we were actually leaving, but we all chopped it up. We all saw him. We all chopped it up. Like, it was all love. Like, that's still my boy. Cool.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, we just older now. Like, you older, like, you're gonna, like, everybody's gonna do their own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the same with even Seshhollowwaterboyz. Like, we're all older now. We don't live together no more. We have our own teams, our own groups of friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, right now, like, everybody I'm on tour with, these are all my boys I kick with, like, every day. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, I'm trying to like do other shows and you know what I'm saying, spread it out too. So it's like, but it's always gonna be love though. Like,
yeah, no, it's really cool that there is still love there because I mean, like that was just such an epic time period. Like around that time, like it just feel like music was just different. It was just going in such a different direction, and like the whole idea of like, you know, like super groups almost getting like made.
And it was like, it just wasn't no like the industry wasn't really that like prevalent, whatever.
Prevalent, yeah, you're right.
Fucking like in everybody's face, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was just kind of making music. You didn't know where you were gonna go. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, the biggest people were like Drake and Rick Ross and shit like that. So I think a lot of people didn't expect like to make so many stars out of that wave. You feel me? Of music. You know?
Yeah.
A lot of stars that were made out of it. And shit.
Yeah, and it kind of became like DIY, as in like do it yourself, like 100%. Where like, you know, the label would like grab you and then mold you, and then it was almost like these artists were getting developed like on their own, and they were like, why the fuck do we even need like a label like for a lot of it? Yeah,
I've been DIY since I was I've been rapping since I was 19. I'm 28 now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I've been doing this shit for a minute. All DIY.
Damn near a decade.
I know, it's so fucking crazy now. I remember when I was like a kid in Raider Clan, and like, I remember all that shit when I was young, when everybody was so young, and now we're all like, I'm about to be 30 in like 2-3 years, you feel me? So
yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, I bet a bunch has changed, but you like continuing with like music and like also like you said, building your own brand is like a big thing. Like you're repping this Healthy Boys. Yeah, that's your new venture.
Healthy Boys is just like me. Few of my boys, you know what I'm saying? That's what I call my fan base. It's just Healthy Boys Cartel. We got the green and we staying healthy, you feel me? That's just basically what it is, you feel me? You have, it's different meanings to it, you feel me? But yeah, that's my thing, yeah, Healthy Boys. Yeah. Healthy Boys Cartel.
Healthy Boys Cartel. Go peep that, go grab a shirt while you're fucking at it.
I'm El Jefe of the cartel.
Head of the cartel?
Head of the cartel, Eddy Baker.
Eddie Chapo?
Eduardo Panadero. You gotta do it like that.
You gotta do it like that. You gotta do it like that. So like, you have this video with Bones that came out. I think it has like 1 million views now.
Yeah.
Called Loose Screw.
Yep.
Very shortly afterwards, Drake and Future put out a video and a song for Life is Good, and it's eerily similar to you, like, you know, working on cars and this and that.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you first saw that?
Like, I don't know, like I'm on it, you feel me? But then it's like, I don't know, like fucking kind of hating a little bit, you feel me?
How
like,
could you not?
Shout me out, you feel me? Give
Yeah.
me a future, you feel me? No, like, but I ain't tripping like that. Like, I'm kind of honored because, like, me personally, I never had really artists steal my shit like that, you feel me? So, like, it's kind of dope, like, to know motherfuckers watching. Because I know they watching. You got 1 million in, like, less than a month, you feel me?
Yeah.
So, like, I know they're watching, but it's dope. Like, fuck it, you feel me? Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, there's only so much you can do besides just be like, all right, well, it's
it
cool
lets
that
it lets me know that I'm making dope shit, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
that's an honor. Because, like I said, I fuck with Drake and Future, you feel me? So it's like, and then you gotta blame the director too. The director, I've actually chilled with the director of that video before.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah, Director X, I chilled with him before. So that's just funny that, like, that shit all came back together, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, how I look at it, it's just like, that's the game. Like, when you're underground and you're independent, you don't have the machine behind you, that shit's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like, luckily, I'm gonna eat regardless, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I ain't tripping about it, like, fuck it. But when I meet him one day, I'm gonna say something though. You feel me? Like, hell yeah. Like, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta say something, like, along the lines of, like, hey, like, you know, I had a video that came out.
Oh yeah, I'll keep it joking, but I still say something.
Yeah.
If I ever see them. If I ever see them. You get this too.
That would be crazy, though. Fucking Future Eddy Baker collab. I feel like the streets need that.
Yeah, me too. I would love that. Yeah, boom. 88, producer.
That would be mental. That would be crazy. And we're talking, too, about The Weeknd has, like, a song out that's, like, 80s vibe, right?
Took the Night Rider, you feel me? He did it in the Mercedes, hell yeah. Took the whole swag, 80s. I was at the bowling alley when I heard it. Then I saw the video, and I see him with the whole Night Rider shit. I'm like, okay, I like that. That's cool though. Like I said, I knew I was doing something different, like being like a trap nigga and like doing 80s music, you feel me? 80s pop, weird shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew motherfuckers was gonna be on that shit, you feel me? Like, so, whatever. Shout out Cortez, you feel me? Help me out with the beat, you feel me? But
Yeah, he's heavy on the 80s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he had linked me, my other homeboy had linked me up with him, 88, he had linked me up with him, with Cortex, like making the 80s beats. Cause I had already been working with Cortex for years, you feel me? But I didn't know he did 80s music. And then he was listening, and then we ended up doing, like I said, a tape in like a week, you feel me? And then just been trying to push it, you feel me? Like do more like, I've been trying to take it more like to the roots, real underground shit, you feel me? Like back to that touching the people and shit like that, you know? Cause being in a group, you don't really get to do like these smaller intimate shows anymore. You don't really get to talk to the fans and supporters anymore. So it's like, that's why I've been trying to do more like small shit, you feel me? DIY. We're back to the DIY shit, you know?
Yeah, almost like full circle.
Yeah, exactly. Just redo it again, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
While I'm still young, you know, so.
Right, with all the knowledge that you've like
Exactly.
accumulated, you know what to do now.
Yeah, all this touring and shit now, it's definitely like that. Like, it's not as hard as like back when we were first starting doing it and like didn't know what to do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I can see it being really confusing where it's like, okay, we're going to go there, get paid, but we also have to figure out A to B and how not to fuck up the bag on the way there.
Exactly, yeah, it's definitely, I definitely feel like I got a lot of knowledge seeing Elliot do it, you feel me? Because he made himself like a big manager just managing us all these years, you know? So like, definitely just being there, seeing him all these years and like, you know, just trying to run my shit now. I've been on tour with the boys, their solo tour, so like, it's dope, you know what I'm saying? I like it. I like because it's like I could be working some other shit, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's how I always look at it. On the worst day of rap, it's still a good day to me, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I could be doing some other shit. I done had a lot of jobs. Drug dealer, UPS, fucking, I've been a fucking cart boy, you feel me? Like.
What was the worst you could think?
Me and my ex-bitch worked at a fucking, a phone fucking, what do you
call
call
center?
Oh, shit.
Oh, dude, those are the worst.
The boss wanted to fuck my bitch so bad. So like every time I'm chilling there, he's like, come to my office. I'll be like, it was fucking horrible.
For what?
Yeah, just trying to flirt with my bitch all the time. It was funny as hell.
Bro.
I ended up snapping on that nigga and leaving. I'm like, man, fuck this job. Walked out. That's what we did Coachella. And then ended up going to fucking quitting Raider Klan.
That was right before Coachella.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I ended up quitting that job, went with the boys to Coachella, ended up quitting Raider Klan. Seshhollowwaterboyz.
So was it like a clean break? Like how was it kind of messy? Like when you guys did kind of like disassociate from Raider Klan, or was it almost like, okay, like this is expected, you know, we're kind of getting out of hand and like too many members, blah, blah, blah.
Nah, it was just like, at the time, it was a lot of beef, you feel me? And it was fucking up our money that we didn't even have, you feel me? Like, so that's why we was over it. I just didn't want to be dealing with that shit no more, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the time, like I said, I come from the streets, so I didn't want to be dealing with the street shit while I'm doing my music shit, you know what I'm saying? And then especially when it's like hurt me from making money or making a living off of it, you know? So like, I just had to disassociate myself. I didn't like how shit was being ran with the beef, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just really what it was. And like me, at the time too, like, I'm just not the type, I'm not an internet ass, like, beef. I can't beef with a motherfucker on the internet for real, you know what I'm saying?
Because that's not real beef, right?
Yeah, I'm from 91, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm run the fade and we done, you know what I'm saying? The long, stretched out shit was just kind of hurting my career and I didn't like how it was ran, so I just wanted to disassociate myself. And then once my homies left, it was like, that was really all I needed to really leave, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be in anything with my homies ain't in it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so it was 100% that, like. But we had already talked about it though.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, you know, leaving something like as a stop, and obviously it was messy, but Raider Klan, like the name was established, and like you know, people like, you know, were fucking with you for the clout and like fucking with you just to be associated with you. So like, you know, a lot of people would have stuck it out just to like have that name, but you wanted to do something completely different, which was to kind of create something new.
Yeah, and what it is like, I just believe in myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, with whoever I'm affiliated with, like, I'm always feel like I'm gonna do something for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could be in a situation with the biggest artist in the world, and if I don't feel comfortable in the situation, I'll walk away, you know what I'm saying? Cause like, I had to do something to get to that situation, to be with the biggest artist in the world, so it's like, I know I can do something else to get to another situation, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's never that serious. Like, I ain't like I'm not really clout hungry, you feel me? Like, as you see, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
yeah. I mean, you kind of roll with like, you know, that kind of confidence where like clout isn't even like, you know, the type of currency that you exchange. It doesn't really mean very much.
Yeah, exactly. You get the clout when you don't care about the clout. You know what
Same
I'm
thing with bitches too, right?
Exactly. When you care about the bitches, you don't get the bitches. You know what I'm saying? When you care about the clout, you don't get the clout. I didn't even know I had clout until I started living my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense, you feel me? But
no,
like,
it totally does.
I don't walk around being like, oh, I got all the clout. I just live my life. And sometimes it works. Sometimes shit happens good. Sometimes it don't, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just working. I'm not like a signed artist or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't walk in knowing everybody knows me or nothing like that. It's just, like you said, it's a confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you walk with a certain confidence, you get that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like a part of your aura. And like the other thing also is really interesting is that you've been around on the internet long enough, and you've been like, you know, pushing your music on the internet for long enough that like you've seen the stages of like, you know, when like Tumblr was like, you know, bread and butter for like underground. Like, dude, those days.
I know, it's so crazy. Like I said, it's crazy. It's been almost 10 years. Like, even Seshhollowwaterboyz, we started like 2013. That's like almost 7-8 years now. Like Raider Klan 2011. So it's like crazy we're getting to that like 10-year mark. Like, so much has changed on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when SoundCloud wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit's so weird. Excuse me.
Yeah, I feel like you have like a really good perspective of like the way that, you know, you should hold yourself, because you've seen it like, you know, before any of like, you know, the Instagram and like the SoundCloud. But like, what can you say about like, you know, the current state of like, you know, the internet and music on the internet? Like, are you a fan of it? Are you a fan of like, you know, a lot of these dudes like running around like with like fake followers thinking that they're hella hot?
No, I'm not a fan of that shit. Hell no. Like, that's kind of reason why like I'm like taking it back to the roots. You feel me? Because it's like, I'm anti all that shit. You feel me? Like, I feel like that shit's dumb as shit. Like, all the fake flexing and all that shit. You know, all that shit don't matter. I feel like all that matters should be good music and good shows and interacting with the people that like your music. You know what I'm saying? Like, the game's definitely fucked up. But I'm definitely like a fan of a lot of new artists. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not a lot of new artists aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? Or like how like a lot of like the gimmicks that a lot of artists pull. You know what I'm saying? But like, music-wise, though, it's a lot of dope artists coming out, you know what I'm saying? A lot of dope new styles and shit. Because part of being in the underground is being weird, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we was in Raider Klan, we was weird as hell. Like, none of my gangster homeboys liked none of my weird ass music I was making. You feel me? So it was like, I ain't gonna be that like old motherfucker. Like I don't like the new generation. I definitely like a lot of the new generation. I just carry myself different because I'm an older guy. You know what I'm saying? Like so, maybe like everything's not my cup of tea, but like I do listen to a lot of the new dudes. You know, like I like NBA YoungBoy, he's hard. You feel me? And like Lil Uzi, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like even though them niggas ain't that much younger than me, but you know, I like a lot of the new dudes. You feel me? Trippie Redd. You feel me? Like.
That's cool, because there does like come that time where like if you are just like hating on it just because it's new, then it's like, yeah, you're...
And a lot of these artists, like I know a lot of these artists, like a lot of the big artists that are mainstream, like, you know, I've been in parties and kicked with these motherfuckers before they
familiar
big,
face.
Yeah, exactly. One thing about the underground, like, if you're mainstream, you have to come to the underground, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, most of these artists that are mainstream, they've all came to the underground, whether it be parties, shows, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so I know most of these artists and shit like that. So like, if anything, I'm like proud of a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm definitely proud. Like,
that's cool that you have that take on it where like, you know, a lot of people would be like, oh, but like, you know, like I've been doing this for this long and like, you don't deserve that. It's like, you have like such a more well-rounded view on like, you know, success and variable levels of success and like, you know, what you're really trying to do, like going back to your roots, like, you know, that means more to a lot of people than like you just going and like, you know, getting a fucking feature from Future or something. You know what I mean? As cool as that would be, I'd love to hear that song.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, exactly. And like I said, even like, I feel like the stigma Seshhollowwaterboyz has got for a long time is like we're just anti like mainstream everything. Like we like mainstream artists too. Like we listen to music and stuff. It's just for us, like I feel like we were just more like we don't like waiting. You know what I'm saying? Like we like making music, putting it out. And like putting the videos out and like, you know what I'm saying? We just kind of move at our own speed. So that's what works for us. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's a lot of artists out there that like, you know, they would do good with a deal or like, you know, that pushes them to the next level. Like I said, some of the greatest artists are artists that are signed, you know what I'm saying? But just like I said, it's still what I try to preach, what my thing is like, there's other ways. You feel me? That's not the only way. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of ways to get your music heard. There's a lot of ways to be a rapper, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be you know, like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't like to point anything out. Cause like I said, I fuck with a lot of shit. So.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you're totally right. There is no real like mold for like what that has to be.
Exactly. That's what it is.
It's like a life that you make for yourself and like a career. And if it's not fulfilling or whatever, like you can do things to change that.
Yeah, exactly. Cause like me, like when I was young, I used to hate underground rap. You feel me?
Really?
Like, fuck yeah. Like I didn't listen to underground rap when I was young. Like before I was an underground rapper, like the Immortal Technique, Atmospheres and all that shit. Like when my friends tried to put me on that shit, I didn't want to hear it. Like I'm fucking bumping radio, whatever was hot at the time.
Whatever was hot at the time.
Yeah, it's just when I became an artist, you feel me? Then I had to go through my route and I saw different, like with me, when I went to LA, you know, when I first started getting in the scene, it was Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
That's what made me want to actually like start making my own projects and making the dope cover and you know what I'm saying?
Really? Because I mean like that was so cool, like him just doing it himself and like.
My friend that put me on to him, and when I found out they were in LA, you know, that's when I first started going to the block and everything. Like seeing that whole thing, that's what really made me want to start doing music how I did it, you know? And then like I said, just over time, it was just, you know, once you get in your own groove, how you doing your things, like you don't really want to change it, you know?
Yeah.
When you see yourself building your fan base, your audience, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to see how big you can get, you know? Even dudes like Nipsey Hussle, you know, Dom Kennedy, those were dudes that I saw growing up, like that had their own shit, you know what I'm saying? It was independent grind, was real big in LA when I was coming up. So like, like the whole DIY, you know what I'm saying? So I've always kind of wanted to be on that, you know, like seeing, I saw the other way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I saw dudes with the nice cars, jewelry and all that shit without fucking having without having a label, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's what I was on, you know? Like I definitely was like a fan of that way, you know what I'm saying? So when I got with Wolf, Chris and Bones, it was like, they were on the same shit. We were all like-minded, so it just worked. You feel me? Like,
yeah, when it comes like all the way around the circle, then it does come back to like music and like art. At like the core of it, and you can't ever like get lost in like all the other shit.
Everybody gets lost in the sauce, bro. You gotta like, you have to focus on the art. Cause like if you focus on the art, everything else comes. You feel me? Like, I never knew that mob shit would be popping. Like I never even cared about being popping. You feel me? Like if you want to keep it real, I never cared about being popping. I just cared about making good music. I always cared about finishing a project. You feel me? Like when you start something, you want to finish it. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that was always what I was focused on. And when you keep doing that shit and you put the music out and shit, people listening and stuff like that, you know? A lot of people be scared, like, that's another thing about the industry, what I don't like. I just don't like it's the security, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I don't need the security, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just gotta go out there. That's what I believe, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, like, throw a project out there and not know if it's gonna do numbers, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what ear it's gonna get to and where that'll take you feel me? That's what I feel like music has done for me. It ain't really like I've got like the biggest numbers in the world. It's just that the songs that I made have like, I don't know, they inspire motherfuckers, whether it be inspire motherfucker to give me an extra drink at the bar, or inspire motherfucker to let me in the club, or inspire motherfucker to come to a show, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what music does, you know what I'm saying? Like, inspires people. That's why I tell people put it out. Like, when I put Night Rider out, I end up meeting David Hasselhoff, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what?
Yeah. Like,
how did that meetup go?
Shit, I got to chill with him for the whole day and like just play him a song and talk to him about 80 shit, and like, it was dope, you feel me? Like, just, you know, like.
That's like David fucking Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff, yeah, Night Rider right there, you feel me?
Wow. So what was his like response to the music that you showed him?
Oh, he loved it.
Really?
Yeah, he loved it, yeah. We're gonna work soon. Definitely. He's on like a world tour right now in like Germany.
Damn.
Yeah, he's huge. Yeah.
Still, he's like hella years being famous.
Yeah, at least 40, 50 years being famous.
That's a fucking lifetime when you think about it. Yeah. I mean, like, you know, you're 10 years into like a rap career that started off with like a bang. So like, I bet you can probably think 40 years of this is like a Hall of Fame kind of thing.
4 years is 40 years is a lot just doing this shit. You feel me? Like,
yeah. That's cool that you like the music though, because like I always like have seen you as like almost like your favorite rapper's rapper kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Where like, you know what I mean, like everybody knows like somebody that is like huge into your music. Where like even like Suicide Boys, like way early on, like one of the earliest tapes, like you had a feature on that.
Yeah.
And like how did you guys end up meeting?
Through Black Smurf.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Black Smurf was opening up for our LA show years ago, and he brought Suicide Boys, and we all ended up kicking out my crib for like a couple of days, chilling. Like when they first came out, just bonded. You bond with a lot of people when you're in the underground. You feel me? Like when you're coming up. That's what I like about this. That's why I have such a strong relationship with artists, you know? Like I said, when you see artists at the beginning stage, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the best stage, you know? So.
That's dope. And you just put out a new EP. It's like 8 songs, and it's titled some shit that I forgot to drop because I was high.
Yeah, hell yeah. I was high as hell, and I had a bunch of songs that didn't kind of fit. I like doing projects, like concept projects. So like, if I like pre-record, like sometimes if it don't fit, I just leave it. So I had like 20 songs in there. I just put that shit. All right, 16. So I just did 8 slow, 8 bangers. You feel me? And I just put them out. You know what I'm saying? One little tape or 2 tapes. You know? Not 2 tapes, like 1 tape.
It was like the B-side, right?
Exactly, yeah. 1 tape, A-side, B-side. You feel me? Yeah, so just put that shit out. You feel me? Like,
that's dope. Yeah, no, it's cool to see you like, you know, still actively like, you know, not only like, you know, taking all the time to go touring and like connect with your fans, but like still on like the music grind of like just putting out songs. Like,
oh yeah, it's just really, I don't know nothing else to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just my life. Like, I'm probably gonna do this shit forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I plan to do this shit forever. I mean, of course, add on extra shit. You feel me? Acting and all that other shit. But like, I like touring. I like fucking living on the road. You feel me? Getting fucked up, doing shows, and being with my friends. You feel me? Going to LA for a couple months, going back on the road. Like, yeah, I'm actually going on tour with Wolf. Like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you guys have like a bunch of cities I haven't even like heard of either. Like, it's like really out there.
North Dakota, Idaho, yeah, like just Midwest random like shitty towns.
That's
Alabama.
So sick. I bet the kids over there are gonna go fucking nuts for you guys.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I'm all about that. I like it. Like I said, I like this type of life. I've always wanted the road life. You feel me? In another life, I was a trucker.
I see.
Maybe,
yeah, just like
something.
Riding on the open road.
Yeah, like a nomad warrior. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. I like this shit. So it's like, I try to stay on the road all the time.
Yeah, it's a cool way to make a living. And like those kids, when they see you, it's like they don't get the chance to see like people that they like. Like no one wants to fucking tour North Dakota. No offense, but
money's not bad either. You know what I'm saying? Still good money. Like, I done had a lot of crappy ass jobs, you feel me? So like, it's pretty good money being a rapper.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're doing okay. So yeah, it's been good. That's straight. Doing something you love, yeah. Making money doing something you love, like, that's what it is.
That's
you know
a dream.
What I'm saying? Like, yeah. That's why I always want to do it, you feel me? I'm definitely like a worker mule, like you said. I just work all the time. It's like the work's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like it probably doesn't even feel like work a lot of the time.
Nah, definitely. Not really. Like sometimes, but not really. Like I said, making music, you know, like making a dope song, it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. That's dope. So you guys have as Sesh, like as a whole, like do you guys have like any like big plans for this year? Are you guys gonna keep doing shows?
We have a big ass plan, but I can't tell y'all. But like, yeah, fuck yeah, it's about to be some crazy shit this year with some more artists that I don't want to talk about because it's low key, it's private, but it's gonna be fucking huge.
Okay.
I know you're gonna ask me after the interview.
Obviously, I need to ask you.
But yeah, hell yeah, no, we got some crazy shit coming this year. Like I said, I'm going on tour with Wolf. Bone's going overseas. I think Chris is going on tour. I might be with him. I'm doing another tour with Cortex and Mikey Rotten. You feel me? Shit. What else? Fucking more music coming soon. We definitely got hella songs that we've been working on that we haven't dropped. You feel me? So like, we'll probably get dropping on those and do some videos and shit. You know. But like, you know, just working. Like I said, I just go with the wind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a whiteboard where I plan everything, and I just look on the whiteboard. I try to get everything done every day. You feel me? So like, I have a lot of shit coming on. But yeah, a lot of shows coming. Just a lot of shows. Like,
that's dope.
Yeah.
Do you want to just kill the rumor on camera, maybe, of a Raider Clan reunion tour? Because that's been floating around for like 3 years, I think.
It's not gonna be a Raider Clan reunion.
Sorry, guys.
Maybe I don't know. Like I don't know shit. I just think it's so hard because everybody's like, it's so many like. Denzel's so big, you know what I'm saying? You got us, Seshhollowwaterboyz, we doing our thing, me, Wolf, and Chris. I don't even know what the fuck Perf doing. Like, Kimmy, Amber, it's so many motherfuckers. How many, like, who would you want to see on the Raider Clan show?
Yeah, and how would that even work? Like, you know, it's kind of similar to like, you know, when GBC, like, they all like started like getting popular at the same time. It's like, okay, how many ways are we gonna divide this, and like how are we gonna manage?
That's a big deal. Hell yeah, the money is a big deal. Like,
because people don't want to think about the logistics of actually doing it, but you've seen it. Like you have to, otherwise you're gonna go there and you're gonna be broke.
Oh yeah, because it's like I said, you know, you got me. Well, I got like 60K, and you got a Denzel, you got $1 million, and you got like you got like 3, then you got Chris, you got 2, you got everybody has so many different numbers and followers and how much they pull and I don't think it'll happen. Like maybe like I said, they kind of did it in Miami. You know,
like a little
like a Miami Raider
version of it,
But like I said, we weren't there. I don't know. Like it's crazy because like I remember like seeing like groups and shit. You know, you see them like break up or some shit. Like, damn, are they ever gonna do a reunion and shit? Like, hell no, that shit's probably not gonna happen. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe it would be dope though. You feel me? Like if the right person set it up, you know what I'm saying, and talk to everybody. Because I'll be down. You know what I'm saying? Like if my boys are involved, you feel me? Like, you know, I'm definitely down. If it's like that, you feel me? I'm not against it. Because I still, like I said, I still fuck with all of them. Like, we still follow each other on social media, everything. It's all love forever. Like, just like some NSYNC shit. I don't know, boy band shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, the idea of, like, an entire tour maybe, like, completely out of whack.
I don't know.
But, like, I feel like if there could be a chance of you guys getting together for one show. I don't know if everybody would be there, but, like, I mean, you'd be the first one right now to say that you'd be, like, you know, willing to make that happen.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we were all, an album? You said an album?
Oh, no, I meant like a show, but like an album would be something else.
Hell no. Not even like that. And when I say like hell no, not like hell no. It's just like, I don't know, just so many different personalities and so many factors into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sucks that art is like that too. It should just be like, everybody can walk in the studio and just make some songs, make the beat and shit. It sounds cool. It sounds dope. You know what I'm saying? But like, nah, I don't think it will happen. Like I said, I feel like everybody's just older now, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe like in 5 years or some shit, I don't know. Maybe. But you never know, shit, you know, it's a new year. Like, it's a 2020, it's a new decade.
Yeah.
You know? You feel me? We started almost a decade ago, so it'd be dope if we got back together a decade, you know? But like, who knows? Everybody got their own movements, you feel me? Like, it's random. But I know that, like I said, You'll hear some me and Wolf, Chris, Bones. You'll hear some. We'll all be on the Space Ghost production on the project. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever I do, you know. So like, I'm definitely gonna get them on some Space Ghost first. So if anything, you might not hear Raider Clan, but you'll hear Seshhollowwaterboyz and Space Ghost Perk production.
Right.
Which is kind of like Raider Clan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like a pretty good chunk of.
Yeah, exactly. The my favorite members. Yeah. Say it like that. I don't want to say the dopest, but my favorite. My Wolf and Chris, my favorite members. And you have Bones on there, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah. We definitely all talked about that.
Really?
Yeah. We've all talked about like listen to the beats. He sent me the beats on tour, so we're gonna definitely get that shit.
Nice. So you got a lot to work with. You said it was like nine songs or something that.
Yeah, he sent me like 9 beats.
9 beats.
Yep. So it's like at least an EP.
Yeah, at least a little EP. Well, that's fucking exciting to think about.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Is there any shout outs you want to give? Any?
Shout out to everybody on tour with me, Mikey Ryan, Corset, Amanda, fucking who else was on fucking tour? I'm high as hell right now. Shout out to everybody, you know what the fuck it is. Shout out to Healthy Boys, Chili Toasted Sellers, Johnny, everybody else, Epic, you know what the fuck it is. Suck God. If I miss your name, you know what the fuck it is. Yeah. Shout out to all my friends. I love you all.
Right. This is Nikhil. You're watching Deathless Entertainment, motherfucker.